You're in the front.
Golly, dude.
I told you I put it up for you.
I thought you were supposed to be back there.
Yeah.
Rosa Parks.
How did you get up?
Rosa
Guys, this was
Parks said
Actually, no, this was okay. This was okay.
Rosa Parks said no, so did I.
Wow, you cannot.
He
Okay.
probably needs to be there.
Yeah.
Oh, space.
Do you remember in geometry, we talked about this, maybe in, I don't know if we did this in
No, we
algebra 1,
blocked geometry.
but in
out.
geometry, and I think already in algebra 2, we've talked about square roots in the denominator is bad, ugly. Like, we don't want like 1 over square root of 2. Oh, I remember that. Do you remember this?
Yeah.
What was going on around?
All right. How did we get rid of this?
Multiply it by the reciprocal or something?
Close. Not quite the reciprocal.
Multiply it by the square root.
By itself, right?
Never
and we
mind.
do it.
Whoa.
So this
My
equals
was
1,
that
right?
right?
Wait, why'd you write the first one?
You
It's
ain't doing
swollen.
no
I'm gonna work on this in a second. I'm just doing a review of this real quick before I work on this, okay?
Wait, so you're just starting with 1 over square root of 2?
Yeah, this is just a review of what you should know how to do, and then this would equal
A whole number?
square root of 2 over 2, like
Oh, I
that.
remember this. I
Because-
hated this.
Square root times itself gets you back to that number, right?
Right.
Okay, that's how you would get the square root out of the denominator when you have just a single, term, single term. So this is called rationalizing the denominator. Now, here, we don't have that. So, what would happen if we multiplied just by square root of 3 on the bottom here? What? Like, okay, of this. If I tried to multiply this whole thing times square root of 3, what would
The
happen?
5 would be 5 square root of 3.
Yes, very good. We'd have a 5 times square root of 3, then you still have a square root on the bottom. So we have learned a special little pattern. Yes, we have, which makes the middle term go away. This one right here. If you do a plus b times a minus b, the a times b terms disappear, right? And you just end up with a squared minus b squared. Okay? So in order to get rid of this square root, we have to multiply by what is called the conjugate, okay? Multiply by the conjugate. The conjugate of a number is just one of these. So if you have a plus b, oh wait, because we did conjugates with 2i, right? X plus 2i, the conjugate of that is x minus 2i. So if you have a minus b, the conjugate of a minus b would be a plus b, okay? So we are going to multiply by 5 minus the square root of 3. Because what is going to happen, let's do the bottom first. So what happens in the bottom is
It turns into a 0.
what kind of?
Well, kind
Yeah.
of.
5 times 5 is 25, right? 5 times negative square root of 3 is negative 5 square root of 3. Square root of 3 times 5 is 5 square root of 3. You don't have to write all this out, I'm just showing you.
I'm writing it out.
Square root of 3 times negative square root of 3. Negative 3, yes. And then 1 times this is just itself, right?
Poor Emma, she's
So it's just 25 plus 3.
Oh yeah,
For
part of
everything.
25 minus 3.
Everybody hers.
The middle's
Okay.
cancel.
Yeah, so the middles cancel.
Hallelujah.
Anna's in a mood today. She's back. She's back to her math loving self.
Yeah, Emma's sick.
And then we just have 25 minus 3.
Which is 20.
Okay, so we could have just gone straight to this step. If you want to skip this and go, I know this is a plus b times a minus b, so it's going to be a squared minus b squared. You could just go right to there. You don't have to FOIL all this out if you know this pattern, okay? And then that's what gives us 25 minus 3.
And how many craps do I get? None.
Or you could do that.
I could?
You can always do that, yes.
The table method will actually, oh,
Yes.
never mind, I see.
Yeah, you can do that. This is just quicker, but if that's tried and true for you,
It is.
Should we do the table method after this
I know,
example?
bro. That's the
Yeah.
only way I roll.
okay, and then right here, that's as far as you can simplify that.
Oh my god.
Yeah. me break this one up into two halves.
119.
That would be
What?
much
I wish
appreciated.
19.
What if we just teach
Amen.
on Monday and then we
I'm
have
gonna look at it right now.
That sounds wonderful.
This one I normally break
It's
up
three
into two
nights.
homeworks.
We should do that.
I'm gonna check one more time because I need to see with my
Let's do
eyeballs.
another example of this.
Was tomorrow the last
Oh,
week?
no.
Proverbs
Yeah.
3. No, it's
It's
Proverbs
three.
3:19.
Yeah, that's why I was asking Haley. I was like, that's 3.
So ready.
I studied the NLT
Oh,
version all night
Can I
without
erase?
reading it.
You're getting about it.
I know.
Oh, Bible verse. At least it's
Yeah, it was really short.
3:19. We have a 23.
I looked at that verse all like once.
for volleyball.
It's great.
Should be like 5
What do you gotta do?
Bars and stuff.
If you make it stay
Call
that.
I'll just
Yeah,
you
but
can try to
it's
stay like
Great.
trying to like a solo sports or any activity, but
Alright, yes, okay, this one, what? Now we have a radical in the bottom. It's a subtraction, so what would be the conjugate of 6 minus square root 2?
6 plus square root 2.
Beautiful.
Like
a little choir.
Oh,
Why would you say that?
Yeah.
And Kaylee.
And Kaylee!
I'm sorry.
Oh.
Kaylee, you're one of the boys now. Just kidding, you've been reversed.
He's like,
That's
So
okay.
how do you tell the
Yeah.
difference between the square root sign and the,
Yeah, he was the only
the
one
other sign?
Of course, Kaylee.
representing back there.
The one
And
that's
then
like-
if you don't obviously you're like, well,
Okay,
look
okay.
at it.
Like a third grade,
Yeah.
Square root just doesn't have it.
Usually, but is it, like,
If it's a third root, it would have
sometimes
to
it's
be.
drawn different, like just slightly.
Back
Oh.
height.
Or like, is that just based on how?
Oh,
Yeah, sometimes
stomach.
people
like
just do like
Christian.
The
that.
man and
Can you do
the
this?
Yeah, like sometimes there's that, and sometimes there's like, just a
I'm a black
line and then,
I love to
sometimes it's like a,
Yeah.
Oh,
it's just
all-
stylizing.
Thank you.
Okay, so
I have no
on the
idea.
top, we
I
have
don't catch them.
3 times all of this, so 3 times 6 is 3. Good, so 18 plus 3 square root 2 over. Alright, let's do it the quick way. So this would be a squared.
Oh,
So
can we do
6 squared. What?
can we do the table method after this?
If you know how to use the table, just use it.
I know, but
6 minus square root 2, 6 plus. Here, you do it that way.
Wouldn't they
And
just
then-
cancel on the end?
B squared, so minus square root 2 squared.
girl,
But 6 squared.
Yeah, what is 6 squared?
Uh,
Because that's A.
36.
Oh. So if you're using the table, you can just multiply it out
Oh,
like
then I
this.
was still looking at it. Kaylee's like, ew.
You should know that if you're doing this, these two should always cancel out, okay? And then you get
That's the good way to do it.
Wait, okay, so 36 minus 2.
is 34.
yes.
Yes, period. Oh,
And so this is 2, so and this is 36.
Mhm.
So 34, right? Now, check.
That looks so bad.
I know, it looks gross.
It's
Ooh.
And the thing is, you can't reduce this at all. If you could, if we could divide, like check these 3 numbers. If you can divide all 3 of these by the same number, you could reduce it. Like if they were all divisible by 3, which I don't think that
I
was.
was like 30.
Or if they were all divisible by 2, you could divide them all by 2. You can't touch this. Don't
Can't touch this.
me.
No touch. No touchy. No made tokens.
Well, as long as you're within a year and.
What?
Alright,
People like to know.
I think I'm about to drink my next coffee.
it's just these
Drink
3
your
numbers.
next one.
If you can divide them all by the same number, you could reduce that, okay? But we can't, so that's the final answer.
I mean,
Oh, shit.
everything can be divided.
thought you were gonna
Something
pop my hands for a
divided evenly.
You could do that.
Don't get
Like
confused. This is a totally different example. Like if I had
Yeah,
2
she-
plus 4 times the square root of
Never
3
shake hands.
over 12.
What, girl? 2.
Goodbye.
You're
So
both
I
out
can
of breath.
divide all of these by
Every single
2,
person.
so it would become 1, 2, and
Let's drink
6.
this
So 1
Oh my
plus.
gosh.
So if you can divide all those by the same multiple, then
Do
or
it.
the same factor.
Pull back
Okay.
and have your hold onto a ball. while
One
your
more
arms
thing.
are
Always have
moving.
They don't know how to like the always.
You- this is my class.
Just don't-
It is?
just don't do that.
As if I
Five
ever
versus
just
nine
get
is
tacos.
34.
Well, maybe
That's
not during math class.
Always
Most of
say
the time, just
3
during
times
math
that.
class.
That's what I was saying. You'd be like,
A little bit during last
I'm not thinking it's too late.
week.
Yeah, we had deer meat.
Maybe that's
I've never had tacos. I've had deer jerky.
I feel like this is a class you need to be focused on.
Yeah. sort of.
Wait, so what did that?
Well, it's full price.
Sorry.
It's good.
He's gonna make a run by
I was
us.
being dumb.
Because last time we did a fun project, and we also every time we were
I don't think we're
It
doing
makes
fun.
it a
I don't think we're doing a fun Friday today because he's teaching. He said he's gonna teach me half spin the whole time.
it's like a running distance.
But maybe he tells Ryan to do fun Friday with y'all. Right?
No.
Ryan
Ryan
here, he
doesn't come on
works.
Fridays.
Oh, you're right.
Oh, he
you're right.
doesn't.
I'm saying.
Who's Ryan?
Ryan Briggs.
He's a coach.
His workouts make you question life.
Oh yeah, I guess.
That means they're good workouts.
I
You
could,
and I
I
are
couldn't know.
struggling,
My
okay?
legs wouldn't move. I wasn't even
It felt
tired.
like somebody
Alright.
strapped the 100-pound weights to my ankle.
When you're adding radicals or things with exponents, remember you can only add or subtract like terms, okay? So, this is 1 4th root of 10 plus 7 4th roots of 10. So how many do I have?
8 4th roots of 10.
Yes,
Whoa.
8.
What?
Wait,
Huh?
how'd you get 8?
Oh, because there's a 1 and a 7.
Yeah, think about it logically. There's one of them right here.
This isn't
Plus
Eight.
7 of them. Yeah.
Although this is stupid, it is the most logical thing we've
Why
done.
I
does
can
it
tell
say
I'm gonna
this?
mess that up when someone.
No, you won't. No.
So what's the
Alright.
10th root of
I'll
8?
say something bad.
You're done.
Oh.
Is that done?
Yes.
I'll say 2 things bad.
Because we can't do anything else. 2 times
You
8
just
to the
exercise a
1/5
demon?
power.
I don't know,
How's
she
that the same?
exercised it through the chair.
What?
She like leaned back and then like kicked my desk.
This looks really gross and awful, but
It feels pretty gross and
What does
awful.
it in this class?
Yeah.
Wait, oh, can I guess it?
yes.
Would it be 12 and.
Yes.
Oh, wait.
Yes.
Oh, wait.
12, 8 to the 1/5 power.
Yes.
No,
Oh, wait. Oh,
wait. Alright, and this is the same thing as this, right? If you like it better like that, you could write, it's the same thing as this.
Oh, yeah.
That is
Oh,
retarded.
wow.
Same thing.
That's interesting.
Same thing.
Can we do examples or something so I can like get some ones?
Can the people
Okay.
get this down first, please? And
No.
Kinley, can you stop taking that?
No, I don't think so.
I don't care if you rest your feet on it. I just-
I put them on the ground.
Well, I don't care if you rest your feet on it. It's just the taking them off.
You're being high
and
maintenance
on.
right now.
Dude,
You guys are all being high maintenance.
Good.
Whining about, can we start the homework? Can we start that?
Bro, who
Just
does-
like, I
who
just
does
like
order something?
examples so my brain can.
Okay, this is where it gets harder, okay? Those are, those. Y'all have done this, you've made me this way.
Actually,
Think be pretty important.
It was actually.
What? You said just start talking about something that
If they're already like terms, it's a lot easier. It's more difficult if they're not like terms. So you want to try to make them like terms, okay?
sorry.
So, these are just so yucky.
So we don't do them.
I don't want to do it. Okay. So we have to figure out: is there a third root of something
I was gonna go to
in
bed.
54?
Good night. Sweet dreams.
Feels good.
64, just add 1, or add 10.
Huh?
Just add
Like,
10.
what's the
Usually you can find the right thing because we need this to be the third root of 2. If you just divide 54 by 2, okay, so 54 would be
That's my
third,
foot.
Yeah, sorry.
divided by 2 is 27. Are you paying attention? This is
No.
Y'all are just
No.
Yeah,
having
no,
your
this is
own little
difficult.
party.
No, wait, no, divide it. Okay, so 54 divided by 2 is 27.
divide it by this number and see if you can divide it by this number. Okay, we can. So now we have at least a 2, right?
What if you can't do it?
It will be on all these cards. Then you can't simplify it.
Let's say it's not a 2, and let's just bounce. Like, okay,
It made
hold
it
on.
bigger.
Let's not make this harder than this.
So I just want to know, like, you always divide it by. the
But
other
whatever
number.
this number is, and then you have that number in there because it's a factor.
She really
Oh, that's in there. Okay. No.
Yeah. So now 54 is
What?
this
Test grades.
instead. Stop talking. I can't. Too much noise.
But it's always the second number.
I'm gonna lose my mind.
I'm hearing.
It's always the second one.
Okay. Can we reduce this?
Mm-hmm.
Yay! Okay. So third root of 27 is
Hooray.
3.
3. 3. Third root of 2 minus 1. Third root of 2.
Wait, hold on.
Where'd you get 3?
Back up.
Third root of 27 is
Oh,
3.
three.
Oh.
Okay, never mind.
So they have the same base. Is they have the same base or?
Or the same, yeah, kind of like the same
Complete term.
term,
It's
Term.
two.
same root.
What's your already?
Two.
Two.
Third
root, that's two.
Wait,
Amen.
Mrs. Brown, I'm sorry
Wow.
to ask this.
This is
I'm just confused. Is it always the second number that you're gonna do the dividing by?
It's always the smallest one. So let me give you, you want me to give you another one like this? to practice?
Yeah, I just don't
It's
understand.
not right,
why I
Scott.
You
like
just
that
said I
one.
hate how much it
This
makes
ain't
sense.
it. This ain't it.
How we got 1 minute?
Yes,
We're
ma'am.
gonna need it.
What's your time for homework?
I'm on, this is the last thing.
Classroom right there.
This is a Monday lesson, not a Friday lesson.
Jason did.
Every day is a
Yes, but I
Friday.
wasn't here Monday or Tuesday.
That sounds like a personal
I
problem.
wanna go see all the days.
Oh.
Mine always works with
It's y'all, you carry your viruses around and I see like 50 of you a day. And
You're
Tired.
immune.
it's so warm in here, like I'm
I
dying.
feel so
It's like, can you take off your hoodie?
I know. Okay,
Oh, that's not a little
so we
weak.
have
I was
a
like,
5 and a
ooh.
40, okay? We have a 5 and a 40. So we have to make them the same.
So divide by 5.
Yeah, divide 40 by 5 and see what we get. So
It's 8.
Hey, y'all know.
So it'll be 3 and 8.
Slow down, Taylor, slow
You're
down.
so freaking smart.
Wait,
I'm
slow
gonna
down.
put
My
the
brain lagging after chemistry.
I wanna put the 8 in the front.
Chemistry.
Hold on. I like
I'm about
that.
to see.
What are you doing?
She released test
Times
papers.
Yes, she did.
three to the- What is it?
Unless
She
you
already
haven't
graded
finished.
them.
Unless you haven't finished.
So I'm gonna put the 5 in
Girl,
that.
she like, she don't
She's
sleep.
so-
Yes.
She
She
don't
did.
sleep.
I'm gonna have to swap all my apps
She
out.
just like
You look at your hand like your brain's graded.
2 minutes
Okay.
ago, she released them.
So what is the third root of 8?
Oh, no.
2.
98.
Amen.
So this
Man, 98.
I
becomes
probably missed 2 points.
2 times the third root of
I
5.
probably missed like writing a unit or something.
I missed the access reagent thing.
So 2. Okay, then
And it's
we add
3
the
to
3
the
fives.
third.
Yes.
Ah, I forgot to
Wait,
subtract.
hold on. Oh, wait, it's plus. Oh.
Like I had 5.34 and I just had
Yeah.
to
I got
do.
it.
Whoa, my bad.
Bless you.
No, you go zoom zoom.
Yeah, you keep the lesson
I think
before
I'm
having
safe.
it.
No, I always bless people.
I like.
So that's why you're looking at your
Dog
grade?
Yeah,
that
I'm
blesses
trying.
underdogs.
Yeah, he goes.
It's so funny. It's like
Yeah,
shut.
I'm
He's
out.
like.
Okay.
Okay, one more time.
Alright, homework time. I gotta figure
Let's
this
go.
out. There's
Okay.
so much.
Jack, just look at your
Yeah,
email.
there's so much
Jack,
information.
Jack,
I've
Jack.
gotta-
Look at your email notification.
I know. I
Don't
would.
look
Wait
at
a
it.
second. Yeah, smart.
I don't ever look at it.
Bella, do you have?
Wow.
Just look at the email
What do y'all
notification.
think? What do you think you're gonna make?
You
I hope
you get the notification before you get the actual email.
95.
Test
There was
and
one I-
review
Keep
assignment.
going now.
I guess I'm one of the magic.
I didn't even- wait,
Do you
what?
not get emails from classroom?
Come on.
I don't get like a lot.
Okay, I don't care.
I get emails from classroom. That's how I do.
Bro, it's taking forever.
Look.
Hang on. I'm just gonna do one.
As a kid, I used to like turn it over and be like, I don't even like. And then I'd be like,
Oh.
Like go directly to trash.
Yeah. I mean, you can just straight up block some people.
Can you do that for my work?
I could, yeah.